Hi there, in this video I'm going to upgrade the server from the last video to use http2 and TLS encryption. Please enjoy. First off is dependencies. Since the last video I've added http2, ALPN and the ALPN conscript server. I notice here in the browser that my server from the last video only uses HTTP 1.1 and no encryption. So let's change that. Let's bring the server into the 21st century with HTTP2 and TLS encryption. Okay, so to start I'm adding an HTTP2 connection factory. Then I'm adding the ALPN server connection factory. This will negotiate the protocol with the client, and I'm putting HTTP 1.1 as the default in case there is no negotiation. Then I'm setting up the SSL connection factory server and pointing to a key store with a password. The key store is the place we store our encryption keys, so it's necessary for encryption. I'm going to show you how you can make the key store in a little bit here. And this is setting up the actual SSL context factory now. This is the way it explains to do it in the manual, so that's how I'm going to do it. Now I'm changing the connector to have access to the new connection factories. The leftmost argument after server is the connection factory that initially parses the bytes as the requests come in, and then Jetty will change to the appropriate connection factory as requests are read. Luckily for us, we just have to have a basic understanding of how this works in order to use it. So it turns out you have to specify an SSL provider to use TLS. So here I'm specifying the conscript provider because it's faster than the one in openjdk according to the manual. Okay, let's go back to generating the key store. For this, I'm using the key tool, which is bundled with Java, to make a new key in a key store with the password I choose. It's important that the SAN is where the server is accessed. It can be a domain if you're hosting a website or an IP. In my case, it's just localhost. If you're hosting something on the public internet, you probably should put some information in here. Notice how I now have a key store file. Running the program now, I can't connect unless I specify HTTPS, and after fixing that, it also gives a security warning because we're using a self-signed certificate. But after accepting that, I can see it's running HTTP2 now and it's encrypted. In a production environment, you'd want to use a trusted key store provider instead of generating your own. That's it for HTTP2 and TLS in Jetty. Thanks for watching. Bye!